So hello everyone, this is jobskillshare.org and we are going to discuss access list in this section. Last video was about secure shell, so now we are going to discuss about access list. This is the same topology of practice lab. You can configure any kind of configuration using this topology. We have live routers, switches with proper connectivity. You can use any link given by and make scenarios and learn more and more about network topologies, the complex configurations, and how to connect devices together and different networks. So right now I'm going to discuss about access list. To access this switch, we have to use secure shell or telnet. Preferable is secure shell. So for security purposes, we need to allow only this IP to be able to access the switch. Other IPs except this should not be able to access the switch remotely. So that is the main goal of this lecture. So we are going to use standard access list based on this scenario. So we can see that we have NY access 1 switch over here. We can see the console. Enable, the password for the enable is Cisco 123. You can set any password. Moving on to global configuration mode, configure terminal, IP, access list, standard, and we're going to name it as access list, permit, host. We're going to enter the IP of the server 192.168.16.10. Only this IP would be allowed to permit to get access of the switch. Now the direction of the access list. So for remote access, the command is line vty 0 till 15 sessions access list, and the name of access list was access list and direction. So you can see with question mark the direction is incoming and outgoing. We will keep incoming and try to reconnect and take the putty of the switch. So first of all, we are going to ping the switch having IP 192.168.16.20, and from this PC 192.168.16.10. This can ping the switch, and we can try to take the secure shell access of the switch 192.168.16.10. You can see we are able to ping the switch, and we can take the secure shell access of the switch. You can see over here the security warning. It means this IP that has been permitted on the access list is able to access the switch easily. You can see in front of you. So now, to verify that access list is working and permitting that single IP that has been allowed on the switch on that standard access list, we can now change this server's IP from 16.10 to different one, and then try to ping and access the switch. This will verify that our access list is working and allowing only one IP to access the switch. So we can now open the network and sharing center. And now moving on to change adapter options, change adapter settings, moving on to lab NIC or network interface card. So moving on to properties, so moving on to IPv4. So you can see the IP is 16.10 over here. We need to replace this to verify that only 16.10 is allowed to access the switch, other IP won't be allowed. So we are giving this IP, this PC and IP 16.30. Click OK. So we have given this server the IP, and now we can test the connectivity or access to the switch and verify the access list. So now we are trying to ping 16.20 and take the putty 192.168.16.20. Open the connection. You can see network error, connection refused, because we are not allowing this IP 16.30 to access the secure shell of the switch using secure shell, and the access list was applied to this particular IP. Thank you.